From Astoria to the Rockaways, it's time for the Queen's New Yorker. And here is the man giving you all the info, your uber snazzy and jazzy host, Mr. Jason D'Artagnan.
Yeah, thank you. Wow. Thank you, Jason Kelly. What a group. Oh, yeah. Wow. Whoa, boy. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Good to have you with us. Wow. You are too kind. Thank you. Wow. You see, they knew I was not feeling good, so they came out to see me more, you know? And that's the honest truth, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Queen's New Yorker. I'm Jason D'Artagnan, and welcome to episode 57 on this Thursday, February 27th, 2020. That's another edition of our great show that's on YouTube. And today we look at two more historic places in Long Island City. And incidentally, I was looking at Long Island City just a little while ago, scrolled down in the area, and there's some parks we're going to be covering definitely on Saturday. And hopefully we'll wrap up Long Island City with those great parks and move on to the next neighborhood. So remember I told you that we were going to delve a little more and a little more and a little more. It's best this way to get this information this way so you know what's going on. If I gave you too much information, you would probably be lost and be like, I can't handle this. This is too much. So a little bit every day or 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, we'll get you that information and put you on the road to knowing all about the borough and I'm finding out a lot of interesting places too. Speaking of interesting places, we've got two of them today. We have the Fisher Landau Center, historic museum. And this is an interesting one. It's called MoMA PS1. Okay, and it's spelled with a capital M, a small M, a small O, a capital M, and a capital A, and the PS1. We'll find out more about that one later on in the program. We'll start with the Fisher Landau Center first. But before we even get into that, let me tell you that I'm still progressing with my laryngitis. I'm sounding a lot better today than I did on Tuesday, and I actually took some time off of work to get well. Still congested, getting better. But it sounds more like I still got a frog in the old throat croaking away for all intents purposes. One of the things I'd like everybody to start commenting on is the logo and the way you see the intro now coming through with a different setup, a different time, date, the episode, what's going to be on, and it'll show you exactly what we're covering. I'd like to thank Canva.com. Canva.com has, if you want to make great thumbnails and YouTube channel arts, this is the place to go and start playing around with things. And I really like this piece of equipment for the website because it's very YouTube friendly. So I like that very much, and I hope that you can take advantage of it if you have your YouTube channel as well. Last thing before we start, of course, I want to give you the running stats because I know you're all interested in how we did over the course of a couple of days. Last episode, number 56, this past Tuesday, 17 views so far, 4 comments, and 4 likes and no dislikes. And the really disturbing thing about on episode number 53 was somebody was trying to troll me with a hater comment, and I nabbed him right where it didn't hurt, where it hurt. I deleted it and reported it for spam. So like I said before, folks, if the trolls out there are trying to manipulate the channel by making off with some kind of stupid, dumb remarks, you're not going to get the upper hand because I screen all comments, folks. So if you're looking to hate on this channel, go somewhere else because you know what? We don't want you. Well, 300 and some 372 subscribers are all these are hardworking, committed people to their channels, and you guys deserve every bit of it. And I'm going to credit 3 more channels today, but 372 channels right now. Give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it. You deserve it. Dang straight, you deserve it. Yes. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. See? They know. So for all you trolls out there, you see, this is exactly what you guys hate so much. Trolls hate that. So more applause to you. I love it. So, like I said, to all the fat heads and nut monkeys out there that just want to continue to hate on me and think that telling me I'm fat and all this other stuff, you know, why don't you look at yourself in the mirror before something really bad happens to you, you know, because life is too short. It really is. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 2 areas of coverage today. So we'll start off with the Fisher Landau Center for the Art. It's a small little piece of information, and we'll go from there. The Fisher Landau Center for Art is a private foundation located in Long Island City, and it offered regular exhibitions of contemporary art open to the public from 12 to 5 p.m. through Thursdays through Mondays until it closed to the public in November of 2017. Now, the center, established in 1991, was accessible by appointment only until regular public hours were established in April of 2003. The 25,000 square foot, 3-story facility is devoted to the exhibition and study of the contemporary art collection of Emily Fisher Landau. Now, the core of the 1,200 work collection is art from the 1960s to the present, including important works by Ellsworth Kelly, Cy Twombly, Andy Warhol, Susan Rothenberg, Barbara Kruger, Annette Lemieux, and Matthew Barney. Now, once a parachute harness factory, the building at 3827 30th Street in Long Island City was transformed into galleries and a library by the late English architect Max Gordon, designer of the widely admired Saatchi collection in London, in collaboration with Bill Katz. So a close friend and advisor to Ms. Landau, Mr. Katz also served as curator for the collection. The center is appointed with furniture by Warren MacArthur, a mid-20th century designer of whose work Miss Landau has collected some 150 examples of. Emily Fisher Landau, the widow of Martin Fisher and now married to Sheldon Landau, is a principal in the real estate firm of Fisher Brothers. Mrs. Landau is a generous donor to other institutions, notably the Whitney Museum of American Art, where the 4th floor galleries are named for her and where she serves on the board of trustees. She has also served on the painting and sculpture committee of the Museum of Modern Art, New York, and the board of trustees of the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum in Santa Fe. And that is, of course, you can check their official website, which is www.ficart.org. Okay? And yeah, or FLCart.org. It's the Fisher Landau Center for the Art. That's their actual website. So check it out. Looks very contemporary. And for that, that's a great place to go and visit. And if you're interested in art like everybody is, go out and take a look at it. Now, let's take a look at this one that at the beginning of the program, they all looked at me funny and said, no, he's not going to cover that. There's no way. but I am. MoMA PS1. This is it's one of the largest art institutions in the United States dedicated solely to contemporary art. So really on this particular episode of the program, we focused on the contemporary side of the artistic world. And we can do that. And this is located in Long Island City. In addition to its exhibitions, the institution organizes the Sunday Sessions Performance Series, the Warm-Up Summer Music Series, and the Young Architecture Program with the Museum of Modern Art. MoMA PS1 has been affiliated with the Museum of Modern Art since January of 2000, and as of 2013, attracts about 200,000 visitors a year. So the MoMA part of it is the Museum of Modern Art. I wonder what the PS1, I don't understand what the PS1 is all about, but it probably could be dedicated to the warm-up series that they were talking about, or the contemporary side of it. So what would become MoMA PS1 was founded in 1971 by Elena Heiss as the Institute of Art for Art and Urban Resources, Inc., which is an organization with the mission of turning abandoned, underutilized buildings in New York City into art studios and exhibition spaces. Recognizing that New York was a worldwide magnet for contemporary artists and believing that traditional museums were not providing adequate exhibition opportunities for site-specific art, in 1971, Heiss established a formal alternative arts organization with architecture theater critic Brendan Gill called the Institute for Art and Urban Resources and began renovating abandoned buildings in New York City. In 1976, Heiss opened the PS1 Contemporary Arts Center in a deserted Romanesque revival public school building, exponentially increasing the organization's exhibition and studio capacity. This building, dating from 1892, served as the first school in Long Island City until 1963, when the first ward school it housed was closed due to low attendance, and the building was turned into a warehouse. In October of 1997, PS1 Contemporary Arts Center reopened to the public after a 3-year, $8.5 million renovation project designed by Los Angeles-based architecture firm Frederick Fisher and Partners. The building's facilities were increased from 84,000 to 125,000 square feet in order to include a large outdoor gallery, a dramatic entryway, and a 2-story project space. In February of 1999, PS1 Contemporary Arts Center and the Museum of Modern Art announced their institutional merger, which was stated to take 10 years and designed to preserve PS1 as a center of independent experimentation and exploration. MoMA PS1 and the Museum of Modern Art formalized their affiliation in January of 2000. New York City, which owns the MoMA PS1 building, endorsed the merger. The principal objective of MoMA's partnership with MoMA PS1 is to promote the enjoyment, appreciation, study, and understanding of contemporary art to a wide and growing audience. Collaborative programs of exhibitions, educational activities, and special projects allow both institutions to draw on their respective strengths and resources and to continue shaping a cultural discourse. The two institutions also integrated their development, education, marketing, financial planning, and membership departments. And so to mark the 10th anniversary of the merger between the former PS1 Contemporary Arts Center and MoMA, the museum changed its name to MoMA PS1 in 2010. And in 2008, following the completion of the 10-year merger process with MoMA, Elena Heiss retired as director of PS1 Contemporary Arts Center after 36 years. In 2009, Klaus Beisenbach was named director of the renamed MoMA PS1, and Beisenbach had first joined at PS1 as a curator in 1997 and subsequently held the positions of curator in MoMA's Department of Film and Media and chief curator of MoMA's Department of Media and Performance Art. Beisenbach left the museum for the Museum of Contemporary Art in Los Angeles in 2018 of July, and in June of 2019, Kate Fowl was announced as new director. They have great artists and exhibition programs, Young Architects program. There's a warm-up, and there's long-term installations as well, too. And they have some new management as well. Lots to scroll in this page. We'll give you the links to the MoMA PS1 and the Fisher Landau Center. Well, folks, episode 57 is coming to an end today. Oh, yeah. But we thank you very much for joining us here on the show. And remember, you make the channel. You make your channel what it is. I make my channel the way it is. And we all become successful. Thank you again for joining me here. We'll see you on Saturday for another edition of the Queens New Yorker right here on YouTube. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you over the weekend. And remember, be honest, be real, and keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. And don't ever settle for being less than a nut monkey. Bye-bye.
You have been watching the Queens New Yorker. This is Jason Kelly on a Jason DeCanio internet presentation. Thank you for your support.
Don't forget to subscribe to the David3000 Network for great more content like this one.